Driving was phenomenal. It was Jeff and Joe, especially Joe was so mellow in the car. He's like, okay, now speed up a little bit. He's just like so calm, but when he's sitting in the car next to you and you're doing some shit, you feel like, oh, okay, Joe's there. I mean, he like brings everything really down and keeps it mellow. Rick was fantastic. Jeff was too. He's an Air Force, and Damon, Air Force guys like me. So I kind of clicked with those guys. I really like. And John was tough too. John picked us and knocked us into the sand on test day, and it was good. So I highly recommend. It's the best $3,000 you're going to spend, even if you don't use it for the job, just for the fun. It was just fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Been since the last call. It happened quickly. I mean, I'm tired right now, but seriously, this couldn't have gone smooth. I mean, every single thing that you talked about on training day, as well as the essentials. Literally today, the principal was coming in, and I watched the segment on how to load the principal in public, and I was like, okay, I got the ETA when they're gonna show up, and I was like, you know what? I need to freshen up real quick because I'm getting a little jittery. So I popped in the essentials course, boom, and then absolutely fantastic, super smooth. I mean, I can't believe to say it. I made it, man. I'm excited.
I guess one of my questions was about the legal situation in a sort of use of force in a detail. Just want to know what do things look like from that angle? Who's doing what when it comes to legal stuff?
So as an EP operator, your EP specialist, whatever you want to call it, agent, your primary mission is client safety. If something starts to happen, and this is something that law enforcement guys and military guys struggle with, it's a different mission. You might witness a crime. You're not supposed to necessarily go and engage and make a citizen's arrest. You need to just worry about getting your client away. If you are dealing with a residential situation and you are witnessing a crime or think that someone's committed a crime, that's why I got these little handcuff cases here, because when you're doing mobile team stuff, the mission is escape and evade. When you're doing residential stuff, there's a chance that you might have to actually detain somebody as you wait for law enforcement or control a suspect and things like that. So that's when you carry handcuffs.
If in the future, someone, like today, they said, can you provide a service for my client? And this was a driver asking me this. So how would I go about that? How do I ask? Because I wasn't sure do I need a PPO? Do I just give them my business card? Do I, so I wouldn't.
The move is simply that you get a company that you want to make good with. You get a company that has given you a shot that you want to make inroads with. And you basically, when they ask you that, you say, hey, I can definitely get it set up for you. I can't talk numbers with you specifically, but if you let me know what it is you need, I can get it covered, and I can probably be the guy that can take care of it. I just got to take it back to my boss, and I'll put you in contact with him, and we'll get you sorted. This is the kind of thing that we do. We offer this service. This is what we do. So you just comfort them, let them know that you can handle it, and then you take that, you get his card, you can exchange information because you become the POC for the contract, but you take that little contract and you go and you march right up to whatever company it is that you want to ingratiate yourself with in your area, and you say, hey, I got hit up by my driver, says he's got some more stuff, he's got some more work, he likes the way I work, and he wants to give us some work. So I told him to get in contact with you to be able to set it up, and here's his contact information. He said reach out to him after the detail. So then that company owner is then like, this guy's not only a good dude on my detail, he's also bringing me work. And it just you get blooded to that company, and they're like, you become one of their really valuable guys if you bring the whole company work.
I got a call around 2100 the night before from someone. Hey, we got a client from overseas coming in 3 days. Can you do it? Sure. This is how much, this is how much I want. My clock starts when I leave my home. Everything was good. The detail ends. 2 days later, I get a call or a text on WhatsApp and says, hey, Mark, I'm having issues collecting, what we were told we were going to collect from the people overseas. They don't think we're worth that much. A bunch of BS. which is
Yeah.
not my problem. You know what I mean? I did what you asked me to do. If you have an issue with people in London, then get on a plane and go to London and work that out, you know? I'm like, you know what? I don't want to make you in any waves. I don't want you, you know, so just give me what you're going to give me and we'll settle that. But, you know, chances are I'm not going to work for this person ever again.
As an employer, I don't care, man. If I tell my guys they're gonna make something, yo, I don't care if I gotta eat ramen noodles for the next 3 weeks. I'm a firm believer in it's just man law. I said I was gonna do it. This is what you're gonna get. Now, I will say that I have had good employers that I always take the gracious pass, and I'm always graceful with them. And I have had good employers that have like a one-off thing that happens, and they're like, yo, man, this is the situation. It's a tough spot. And then they come back and we're good for the next few years, and it's like not a thing. So I don't write them off. And in fact, sometimes I have seen that since I was gracious with them, you know, they really appreciate that, and they give me preferential treatment because they're like, you know what, this guy didn't like cuss me out and freak out. This guy was actually one of the solid dudes that just said, hey, I get it. You know, I don't like it. Try not to do this again, but I got you. So I always take that path. But what you're saying, you're 100% correct, man. He should pay you what he said he was going to pay you.